Hello viewers, welcome to Lessons with Philip. And here on the board we have another type of question. Follow me as we solve it together. Now if you check this, you observe that we have an equational example on the board. We're given that 142 base n equals to 47 base 10. None of the side of the equation has numbers with unknown base, while the second other aspect has number with known base. We have this one to be base 10, but this one has base n, which we don't know. Okay? Now, maybe in our coming classes, we will begin to do some other examples like this. Okay? Now, we are told that 142 base n is equals to 47 base 10. As long as the other side is in base 10, because our normal mathematics that we do, our 1, 2, 3 that we do in our previous classes, in our normal mathematics are always in base 10. Okay, now since this one is in base 10, I need to convert this one to be in base 10. Okay, how do I convert to base 10? Don't forget, we're converting from any other base to base 10. What you just need to do is attribute this one to 0, this one to 1, and this one to power 2. All right. Now, if I want to convert this will now be 1 times, what is my base? Base n raised to power 2. Okay? Plus 4 times n. 4 times n. What is the base? The base is 1. Okay? Plus 2 times n. 2 times n. What is the base? The base is 0. Okay? Is now equivalent to 47 to base 10. Don't forget this 47 is in base 10. Someone is asking me, what if this 47 is not in base 10? What if it's in base 8? Then you convert it to base 10. Alright, so that they both have the same base at both sides. Okay, now let's go. Now, this is not the same thing as 1 times n squared. It's now n squared plus n raised to power 1 is 1. Okay, n raised to power 1 is n, rather. N raised to power 1 is n. N times 4 will now be 4n. N raised to power 0 is 1. 1 times 2 will now be 2, equivalent to 47. Okay? Alright? So now, the next thing to do is to collect like time. If I collect like times, if I collect like terms, automatically I have my n squared plus my 4n plus 2. Okay, if I bring 47 to this place, become minus 47. All right, okay, equals to 0. That shows that my n squared plus my 4n minus 45 is equivalent to 0. If you check, this has turned to what we call quadratic equation. This has turned to what we call quadratic equation. So, and in our past classes, we have dealt much on quadratic equations. Don't forget we said there are 4 methods by which you can use to solve any quadratic equation. Okay, we said you can use what we call factorization method. You can use what we call completing the square method. Completing the square. You can use what we call the use of graph. You can use graph to solve any quadratic equation. And lastly, you can use what we call quadratic formula. Okay, this quadratic formula is also known as almighty formula. I don't know why they call it almighty formula anyway. Okay, now these are the 4 methods by which you can use to solve any quadratic equation. If it is not specified to use any of the method, anyone is allowed. Okay, now I would prefer to use factorization. Basically, when you observe that you can identify the factors of that quadratic formula or that quadratic equation, it is better to use factorization because it is very easy to solve. Okay, now I want to using factorization. using factorization. Okay, now this expression will now become n squared. What is the factor of 4? Now when it is added together or subtracted, it can give me 4, it can give me this 4, all right? But when it is multiplied, it will give me this, minus 45. Don't forget, this plus 4 is known as the coefficient of n, while this minus 45 is known as the constant, all right? What are these factors? What are the two factors that when I multiply them together, it will give me minus 45, but when I add them together, it will give me this plus 4, okay? And I think the two numbers will be 9 and 4. If I subtract, 9 and 5. 9 and 5. 9 minus 5 will give me plus 4. And 9 times minus 5 will give me minus 45. Automatically, my two factors will be plus 9 and minus 5. Okay, let's go. This will be plus 9n minus 5n. If you see plus 9n minus 5n, will still give me plus 4n. Okay, then minus 45 is equivalent to 0. Okay, now from that, if you have understood that, you will believe with me that I can find the factors, I can solve this further by saying if you take these two together, you take these two together. Okay, what is the common factors of these two is n. So we have n into bracket n plus 9. N times n will give me n squared. N times plus 9 will give me plus 9n. What is common to these two factors? It will be minus 5. Minus 5 is common, okay? If you remove minus 5 from this, you have n left. N plus, how many 9 can you find in, how many 5 can you find in 45? It is 9, okay? Equivalent to 0. If I open the bracket, minus 5 times n will give me minus 5n. Minus times plus will give me minus. 5 times 9 will give me 45, equals to 0. Equals to 0. All right? So if you see what I have in the bracket is the same, that shows I have factorized completely. Okay? That shows my factors are correct. All right? So you just take one of the brackets, 9n plus 9. Okay? If you remove this bracket, what are you left outside? That is n. If you remove this bracket, what are you left outside? That is minus 5 equals to 0. Okay? Now, if you see, that shows that either 9, n plus 9 equals 0 or n minus 5 equals 0. Automatically, my n is equals to minus 9 or my n is equals to 5. If you bring plus 9, crossing this equals to the other side, it becomes minus. If you bring minus 5, crossing this equals to sign to the other side, it becomes plus. That is why I have plus 5. Automatically, my n is either plus 5 or minus 9. I'm asked to find my n. Can my base be in negative? No. Automatically, my n, therefore, n equals to 5 since number base cannot be expressed in negative. Cannot be expressed in negative. That's why I discard minus 9 and I stick to plus 5 because my base cannot be in negative. All right. If you find this class very helpful, kindly like my videos, subscribe to my channel. All right. See you in my next class. Bye.